All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC. We're the best reviews wrestling and your three-time YWC channel of the year. And I'm back here. It is, of course, Friday night, February the 6th of 2026. So here to do my second video of the night. I did a short video not too long ago, and I kind of want to follow it up with this video, which is going to be like a standalone or just a regular upload or just a regular video, I should say. But anyway, so hope you all are having a good one. So let's get right into it. So we're going to be talking about AEW here. So I made mention of the fact that AEW is seemingly getting hot at the right time. They're on the rise. They're getting national mainstream media attention. News media outlets are covering what happened, of course, on Wednesday's Dynamite in the main event with, the fuck ice chants, from that crowd in Las Vegas at the start of the MJF versus Brody King match. And it seems like, they're doing a lot of, AEW's making a lot of moves. Tony Khan signing a lot of names. I'm hearing all sorts of stuff. We got, that AEW is planning in the next few months. Of course, they got Revolution right around the corner in March. You got Grand Slam Australia taking place in another week or so. And they got a lot of stuff going. They got some international tours this year. Australia, like I just mentioned. They're going to be going to Canada, of course. The UK, obviously, at some point this year. They're returning to Wembley Stadium for All in the summer, and they're doing a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot going on. I'm also hearing word. I also got, and I forgot to mention this too. There's apparently a show in the works, like a crossover between AEW and Adult Swim, like AEW and Adult Swim characters or something like that. There's like some kind of show, some sort of like some sort of, like I said, mashup or some sort of like collab, between AEW characters and Adult Swim characters. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting. I'm hearing word that AEW is partnering with the NFL to make like lucha, like AEW themed lucha mask or NFL themed lucha mask or something like that. And they're getting all these partnerships. They're getting this mainstream media attention. Tony Khan's, like I said, signing, talents left and right. You got Will Ospreay, who's slated to return. And like I said, man, they're getting hot at the right time. I think this is the start of AEW's rise to even bigger heights than they've already reached. It's nothing but good. All this publicity for AEW is nothing but good. And I really like what I'm seeing. I really like what I'm seeing. Uh, and I think, people are starting to tune in. People are starting to see what AEW is all about. Meanwhile, you look over at WWE, and they're about as cold as you can think. Like, they just came off a Royal Rumble in a virtually half empty stadium in Saudi Arabia. Their shows aren't really anything special. Like, a lot of people have had complaints about them creatively. Going into, it's supposed to be WrestleMania season. It's supposed to be the biggest, time of the year where people, come and flock to, pay attention to WWE and stuff like that, on the road to WrestleMania season. Of course, it starts with the Rumble, but WWE is as cold as they've been in a long time. And a lot of that has to do with their leadership. Triple H, is under fire for a lot of things, TKO and all kinds of stuff. And so like I said, AEW's getting hot at the right time, and I think it's nothing but good that they're climbing the ladder even more so than they already have. But with that being said, let me just turn my attention off. I'm sorry I had to get all that out, but to kind of preface this video. But let me get to the point of this video here. So I made mention in the short video that AEW for back-to-back weeks, AEW this week got 654,000 viewers for Dynamite on Wednesday. I think I mentioned it. I think I made mention of it. I might have skipped over it or whatever. But yeah, so the AEW Dynamite, the the viewership numbers came out for Dynamite today or earlier today. And AEW's got 654,000 viewers with a 0.15 in the 18 to 49 demographic rating. That's their highest demographic rating in quite some time. And for back-to-back weeks now, AEW has got over 650,000 viewers. Last week, they got 653 with a 0.08 in the 18 to 49 demographic, and they've almost doubled that, in terms of the rating, in terms of the 18 to 49 demographic rating. But yeah, so back-to-back weeks, over 600,000 viewers, whereas previously they were getting like, around the mid to lower 500,000 range. Sometimes there were certain weeks they were dipping under that. And now back-to-back weeks, they've gotten over 600,000. And so, like I said before, getting hot at the right time. And of course, this does not include the HBO. This does not include the HBO Max streaming numbers because, of course, AEW streams on HBO Max as well for Dynamite and Collision. And so, with that being said, the viewership numbers for NXT, meanwhile, which of course aired on Tuesday, got 629,000 viewers with a point zero 0.08 in their demographic. So, that of course means that if you're any kind of if you're any good at math, AEW Dynamite's 654,000 is more than NXT's 629,000. And so what that means, of course, is that AEW wins again. Like I said, this does not even factor in the HBO Max streaming numbers, which those aren't readily available. I hope at some point they do present, or they at least give us, or they at least give us an idea as to what those HBO Max streaming numbers are for Dynamite. But yeah, so AEW Dynamite gets a higher viewership total than NXT for the first time in a while. And so, of course, and this is the first time that I've said this in a while, AEW wins again, and they've pretty much been winning for a good while now. So, with that in mind, let me go ahead and give you guys my AEW wins again song. It's been a long time since it's been a long time since I got to do this. So let's just do it. Let me just do this here. Clear my throat a little bit. All right, here we go. Whoa, 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 oh, oh, AEW wins again. Yeah. O A E W wins again. They win again. Woo! Okay, that's all I got for you. Yeah, I could do the full song, but I think I saved that for special occasions. But nonetheless, so AEW Dynamite's on the rise. NXT and WWE are on the decline. TNA is not even in the conversation, and I just find it so laughable how people are trying to prop TNA up to be, TNA Impact, talking like, oh, TNA is going to be the number 2 promotion now. And now, ever since they started airing on AMC, debut episode on January 15th, 175,000 viewers they got for that show. And then the last show they did for last week, I'm not talking about Thursday, but the last week's show, they got what, 200,000? So, yeah, that's like, what, a third of what Dynamite's been getting the last 2 weeks. So, that's not even, that doesn't even beat AEW Collision. Collision got like 400 something thousand viewers for their show last Saturday. So, like 450 or something like that, or even more than that. 400, like it was like in the 480, 490 range, 480,000, 490,000 range. So they can't even beat AEW Collision, AEW secondary show. So yeah, so much for TNA being the number 2 promotion, huh? Eric Bischoff, huh? JD, and everybody else who was fucking saying that, spewing that nonsense. It's like, you all look real stupid, don't you? You all look real stupid, don't you? I mean, but it's no surprise. These AEW haters, these AEW detractors have been saying this shit for years. I remember back in, like, what was it, 2019, 2020, when I think it was NWA Power first started airing or whatever, and I think it was like on YouTube, because NWA had, their own show, NWA Power, which I think they aired exclusively on YouTube or something like that. And people were trying to say, NWA Power is a better show, is going to be a better show than Dynamite. Yeah, look how long that lasted. Didn't even last a year. So they failed in that. And then they try to say, NXT is going to overtake AEW Dynamite. And of course, they went head to head, that bogus Wednesday Night War, which AEW demolished NXT during the 2.5 years that they went head to head. So they failed on that. And now they're trying to say the same thing with TNA. TNA is going to be the number 2 promotion. And they failed at that. It's like every time these people try and back another show or another promotion to try to take a stab or throw shade at AEW, it always fails. and it always blows up in their face, and it is so fucking hilarious when it happens. I love seeing it. You love to see it because it's poetic justice for these people, and it's just like that is so funny, dude. That is so funny. But yeah, so there you go. AEW wins again. AEW's catching fire. They're getting hot at the right time. AEW wins again. AEW's on the rise. WWE and NXT and TNA are on the decline. So there you go. But anyway, that's pretty much all I want to say for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this here. So I got some more content coming very soon. I know I haven't done uploads consistently, although I have been uploading videos on my Wrestling Otaku gaming channel. I had I recently got back to doing Stellar Blade. I did part 2 of my Stellar Blade playthrough on my Wrestling Otaku gaming channel, so check that out if you haven't. And I'm also getting back to playing Apex Legends, my Let's Play Apex Legends series. And I also streamed on Twitch not too long ago, a couple days ago. So yeah, doing some gaming stuff. I'm going to get back to the regular uploads here on Wrestling Otaku channel. I'm going to try to get back to regular uploads on the Phantom Anime Reviewer channel as well. And at some point, like within the next month, it maybe in March, I'm going to get back, of course, get back to, get my our group channel, Fortune 4 Shooters, which will be returning in March once those strikes are up, or once the strike, I should say, is up. Fortune 4 Shooters will be back up and running in March. So yeah, hope you guys, once again, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button. It greatly helps out the video, helps out the channel, pushes it through the algorithm, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and do that for me. Leave a comment, give me your thoughts on anything that I talked about here in this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate all the support I can get. And with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So yeah, so that's all I got to say for now. Like I said, more content to come very soon. Until next time, Wrestling Otaku, and I'm out for now. See you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all in the next video. I'll catch you all in the next video. And peace.